Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Andre, and in front of me we have this beautiful eye of the round, but we are not making beef jerky today. We are going to take this and make a beautiful stuffed smoked beef roast. I'm not going to bore you with the whole trimming. I'm going to just do that right now really quickly and get it to the point where I need it, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to it. Magically, it's all trimmed. The reason I like this cut for this idea is because it's generally the same size and shape the whole way. I've trimmed off the ends a little bit just to square it off. Because when you're doing something like this, you want to keep it fairly even, because you want it to cook all even. You don't want to have one thin end, and it's just nicer if you can get one piece all the same diameter. Makes it much easier. And I have the smoker going. I have the filling all made already because I wanted that cooled. And now the fun part. We're gonna just take the knife and roll this out so we get a nice long piece. We're gonna do it this way because the grains run lengthways, so that when we're done, we're going to take it and then cut it into pieces this way. So I'm just basically going around the outside and making this smaller. Just take your time. And there we go. Now you see, that is all rolled out. Two things: it gives us this beautiful area so that we can put our filling in, but it also gives us all this extra surface area so that we can flavor. And I'm going to be using my normal rub, the ancho, garlic, pepper, and salt, and season the inside and also the outside. Might as well get as much flavor into this thing as we can. Here we go. We're not going to go too heavy, but we're going to add enough to make a difference. And at this point, you could just use salt and pepper if that's your preference, or go crazy and add whatever you want. Here we go. I had a last minute inspiration, and I actually have some aged white cheddar here that we're gonna put in as well. I just think it's gonna suit it. The filling here, I made this earlier because it takes a while to do, is onions, mushrooms, celery, and a little bit of garlic. And all I did was saute that down. You should have seen how much it was before. It takes a while to do because you want to do it over low heat, but you end up with a much better product. So all we're going to do, take some. Now this is always kind of a guessing game. Always depends how big your roast is, how much filling you want in there. I'm not going to go quite to the edge because it will squish out a little bit as well. And I also did flavor the filling with the same rub, so I wanted to carry that flavor in there as well. I'm not going to put a lot in, but I'm going to every so often, so that's kind of random. Here we go. So what we're going to do is just nice tight roll, because we want a nice product here, but you don't want to roll it too tight because you don't want to squish everything out. If some falls out the end, that's okay. I'm gonna just roll that back up this way. I'm gonna just turn it this way. Didn't lose too much. That's why you don't want to put it all the way to the end. Don't worry about that. And now all we have to do is tie it up. I know, trying to find an end. So we're gonna come around. Just go to the middle first. Tie a knot that you can make tight. I know, I'm a little out of practice. There we go. Just tie that off. There we go. We're just gonna finish this off. I'm gonna put a string every inch or so. There we go, everybody. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna just... I know, that fell out. I'm not gonna worry about that. I knew what's gonna happen. That's it. There's another way to cut a... You could just take a knife from the end and try and cut a pocket. You can do that as well. You're gonna get a totally different look. You're gonna get the meat and just the stuffing in the middle. This way we're going to have layered and a nice swirl. So all we're going to do now, is take more of the rub and get it on the outside. I'm going to be fairly gentle with this because I don't want to squeeze out more than I have to. There we go. It's all done, tied, seasoned on the outside. And the smoker's to temperature. I've got it like a 225. And this is gonna go in. Let's go do that. I'm just gonna do this gently. Push you right there. Oh, that looks beautiful. In we go. We're back, everybody. It's been 2 hours and let's take the first peek. I'm very curious and excited. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, some of the filling came out of the end. That's okay. Looks fantastic. I'm going to take the temperature though because I want to know where we're at. I'm going to try and bring it up to about like 145, 150, have it like medium. I'm at 129, which, sorry, 130 now. That's 54 degrees, so a little bit longer to go. Well, everybody, the roast is done. I took it out. It got to like 151, 152 Fahrenheit. It's gonna rest there now for about 35, 40 minutes. Just let it do its thing. Let all those juices get reabsorbed back into the meat. I was thinking I was going to do something else, but I'm going to make a gravy. And I've got lots of this, the filling mixture left over. Honestly, you could eat that as a side. It's beautiful. But we're going to turn this into a gravy and serve that with the roast. We are going to take a little bit of butter. Maybe a little more. And we're going to make a roux. A roux is basically just flour and butter, heated up, browned off a little bit, and then you add your other liquids to that to make it a gravy, because this will actually help thicken the gravy. And typically the easiest way to do it is equal parts butter and flour. I'm just eyeballing it because I've done it enough. I am using rice flour today. I have it. In case you don't like wheat flour or you can't eat it, this one anybody can eat really. Get your whisk out, just whisk it all together. We're just gonna let this brown off a bit, add that flavor, gets rid of that flour-y taste a bit. It's all about adding flavor and adding layers and just creating such a fantastic food. And you just want to keep mixing it so you don't let it burn. And now you see it, it's kind of liquidy, but it's hard to explain, but this will help thicken your gravy. And I'm just going to use normal water because I'm going to have all this flavor in there. I just need a little bit of water to help thin it out a bit and then reduce it to the consistency we want. So if you see now, it's bubbling nicely. The color has slightly darkened, which is what we want. So at this point, you have to be very careful and don't walk away, and make sure to keep stirring because the color will get drastically darker very fast. You can smell that butter being browned off too, which is fantastic. I'm gonna add this now. Now we're gonna add a little bit of water to help. The gravy's very chunky right now. I don't want it like that, but there's a couple other ingredients we're gonna add, and then we're gonna use the immersion blender to blitz this down. I've got some Parmesan already grated. I'm gonna add a little bit. And there's one other thing. I've got whipping cream here to make this really rich and luxurious. I'm gonna add some cream. Got that nice and smooth. Quite thick, but that's okay. Just add a little bit more water. Now at this point, we're just gonna let it simmer a little bit longer, just that everything gets to know each other, and then we've got a perfectly good gravy. I can't wait anymore. It's been just over 45 minutes. I'm hungry. The smell's driving me nuts, so let's just get it out here and... Okay, oh, look. I'm so excited. This thing looks awesome. I'm ready. I'm just gonna cut it in the middle and be surprised. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 let's focus. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It gives you such a beautiful presentation. You can see smoke ring. Ah. That is fantastic. I'm so happy right now. Yes, some of the... I don't think I would put the cheese in again because the cheese leached out too much. Let's just dive in. I'm gonna just I'm gonna cut it like this because I want a piece of everything. That mushroom and onion stuffing with the beef, for me, works so well together. You get a little hint of smoke on the outside. Smoke actually gave you a nice smoke ring, which is really awesome to see. It's still, the meat is still quite juicy because I didn't overcook it. Oh, that's fantastic. and try it with that gravy. Come on. Like, what was I thinking? I need to really, oh, that's so good. Wow. That gravy. Awesome. You can cook whatever, rice, potatoes, pasta, whatever you want with this. Doesn't matter. Stuffing, oh. Just get creative and have a fantastic meal with this. Like, have fun with this. Try it. And, oh, you're going to be very happy with it. Woo! Anyways, enough of me stuffing my face. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for showing the support. I love doing these. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Leave me some comments. And like always, get out there, try this, and happy eating.